Here's something that almost every investment banker will feel on the inside, but not necessarily project on the outside. It's something that is a quiet undercurrent in any investment banking situation or M&A and sometimes even private equity in general. It's odd because you're in this group of really high performing people, top schools, top GPAs, some of the smartest, most intelligent people you have ever met in your life are going to feel this sense of, I'm not good enough. Did I do that right? I don't know if I belong here. We're talking today about imposter syndrome. What's up, everybody? I'm Dave again from Athena, here to talk to you about something that's not ever really acknowledged in this world, but is something that I want people who are breaking into this industry to understand is completely normal: imposter syndrome. So here's the thing about imposter syndrome. While usually you would think that with more experience, the sense of imposter syndrome would go away, I'm here to tell you a little secret. It doesn't, at least not fully. I've met people who are at the top of their field. I'm talking folks that whether they are a doctor or a politician or whatever it is, people that are in really high profile positions that even on the inside, if you get them to open up and really acknowledge this, still feel this sense of imposter syndrome. This, am I doing enough? Am I being enough? Am I enough? That's ultimately what comes out. And investment banking is no different. Yes, over time, what happens is that you tend to get more experience and therefore maybe feel a little bit more comfortable. But here's the thing, not every situation is exactly the same. Everything is going to require a little bit of nuance or new learning or a little bit of extra thought that's going to really come from experience that's going to guide you toward the right way. So even as some people get more comfortable with the feeling of imposter syndrome, the understanding is that it doesn't really go away, and it's something that you're going to have to get comfortable with. Because when you walk into a room, what you're going to see are associates that have been there for a couple of years, feel like they know what they're doing. VPs that are running deals, you assume that they know they're doing. And then these untouchable MDs, partners, whatever it is, folks that have the relationships, that have the experience, that have been doing this a long time, that you just see as untouchable, have all the relationships in the world, all the knowledge in the world. No matter what, they're going to know what to do. But here's the truth. Those folks, once upon a time, were in your position. And those folks, once upon a time, also felt a greater sense of imposter syndrome. But you know what? They probably still feel it somewhere deep down. And that's completely normal because this environment is one that has limited feedback. Everybody is go, 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 go all the time. So when you do get feedback, it's typically for something negative. Oh, you could have done this better. You could have said that differently. You did this wrong. Something along that nature. It's either that or silence. When that happens, sometimes trying to proactively reach out to find things that can be reassuring, understanding what you are doing well, could be a good 2 to 5 minutes to take. But without it, what you can expect is that it will be relatively silent until something goes wrong. So when that happens, that's a very difficult environment to feel secure in because this industry fuels on confidence. The ability to say, yes, I will be able to figure it out. Yes, I will work hard to get this done. Yes, I will be the one that you can count on in order to make sure that this all becomes possible and goes through. So you have to project something that maybe you're not always feeling in the inside. That can create this duality from time to time and can ultimately get exhausting. You are kind of eaten up on the inside, but what your fear is of what you don't know, but have to project that you do know enough, you can say the right thing at the right time, and you can do the right thing in the right instance in order to succeed in this industry. Because no one, regardless of who you are or what industry you're in, wants to hire someone or work with somebody who isn't confident, especially when stakes are high. You certainly don't want the person who's doing open heart surgery on you to look at you right before you go under and say, I don't know if I got this, but I'm going to give it my best. You want them to say, everything's going to be fine. Count backwards from 10. You won't know a thing that happened. In a very similar way, investment banking works like that. Don't worry, we're going to get this funding. Don't worry, this transaction is going to happen. Don't worry, we got it. So understand that sometimes you're going to be putting on this little bit of a show. And there's an old saying, fake it until you make it, that exists in all of these high profile industries, but also definitely exists in investment banking. Get comfortable with that. It's not necessarily that you're not being authentic. Just understand that you need to project a certain amount of confidence that you can do it. And on the inside, you will at times be feeling conflicted about what it's going to take in order to make that happen. I've been in a ton of situations where I was like, dude, I don't know how we're going to pull this off, but I know that we are because I've done it before and because I believe that I'm smart enough to be able to figure it out. That's ultimately the reason that people pull through and ultimately a key to success. You just have to get comfortable with the discomfort of understanding that nothing is going to be straightforward and there is going to be an impeding sense of imposter syndrome from time to time. And to be honest with you, I've really seen the folks that come through and succeed in this industry, the ones with the biggest sense of imposter syndrome. Why? It introduces this healthy dose of fear that I recommend people have in order to make sure that they're always doing their best. If you get a little too comfortable or you get a little bit too overly confident, I think what happens is that people stop trying as hard. Even Michael Jordan, he always wanted to be chasing the next thing. Now, he brought together a high level of confidence that I think on the inside, there were times when he was taking a shot where he's like, I'm not sure if I got this, but I'm going to give it my best shot, literally, because I believe that I'm going to be the one to carry it through. So look, understand it takes a while to get there, but imposter syndrome is the name of the game. Fake it until you make it. Understand that you have to get a little bit comfortable with the discomfort. And the highest performers in this industry are feeling it too. It's completely normal. And obviously, in some ways, it makes the world go round. It has this little healthy dose of paranoia that keeps you honest about, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to try to think of anything, and I'm going to work my hardest in order to make this come to fruition. Because the MD, who seems flawless, ultimately went through this at one time. The VP, who seems to be doing this incredible juggling act, also went through this at one time or another and has become better since to dealing with it. Imposter syndrome isn't about you doubting yourself or feeling like you're in the wrong place. It means that you're aware of what's going on and you are present. And through that present and that awareness, you will get better at what you are doing. And ultimately, that feeling will become more comfortable, although it won't fully go away.